interpretation of how you think it should be done. Where there's this great slab of concrete. I've put a beam on here and shown what level is. You can see the enormous drop on it. And of course the problem is, with this great lump of concrete, it's not possible to open the barn doors. Even where the little wicket gate comes out, it looks to me as if there's been a last minute panic to rake out the cement to make sure it will open. You can hear it actually, it'll come out on the...
Yeah.
You're running it now?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, here we are, shutting the door. Even that won't clear the door. Let alone with moving the door as it is at the moment. That's even with all this raked out. Still nowhere near it. Anyway, I'll leave it like that. Okay, well you can see the amount of run out on this length and why this enormous drop down to this next level here. I didn't ask for any of that. Right. Concrete in here. This next slab has got the most enormous runoff, almost the same angle as this, wall. While we're talking about the wall, this edge is not in line with the start at the other end. I could run a piece of... I was saying that the end of the edge of the pigonnier wall, which is straight, in line with a piece of string comes to here, where we originally put an upright beam. So if you go in the same amount this end as you have against the pigonnier there, this wall should finish here. So the wall has got a... It's not on a straight at all. Okay, we can stop there. This beam, when the original upright was up, this beam end was actually where the wall should be. So the wall, this end is that far in from where it should be. Okay, well we're now filming the pigonnier wall, and you can see on the pigonnier that they've built all these bricks. Although they're rough old bricks, they are in straight lines. Even the big lumps are, except where they're sticking up, they are in straight lines, and the overall appearance is of straight lines. Yet when you come here, the bricks are all, this end, the right hand end, the bricks are pretty well in a straight line. The left hand end, they're not in a straight line at all, they're in curves. And the big lumps of stone, if you look at the pigonnier, the big lumps of stone are roughly in line, not scattered all over the place like this. And they certainly didn't have little bits of artistic tile work in.
Hang on a minute now, Nod. Say that again, about the tile work.
Yeah, the water pipe was laid in underneath the concrete inside, which we'll see later. And there was such a rush to get the concrete down, the bloke that was laying the water pipe didn't even have time to pressure check it. So the result is we've got this enormous leak under the floor inside, and we've had to run another pipe round the outside. It's not finished yet, but of course it will be, unless we take all the wall down, of course. The pigonnier floor finished should have been the level of that great stone, which forms the exit level. But the concrete has been filled up right to the level of that. So by the time you put on a typical floor brick, which is there, together with whatever it's bedded on, that you'd have to cut half a blooming door off. That massive amount of extra. So this is going to have to go down. We have to dig out all this lot. I'm going to be honest about it. But this actually has got plug on it, which would give you the real level. Exactly the same. The concrete is up to the level that the top of the tiles should have been. So we've got little enough headroom already. By the time you get the tiles and the screen in to put the tiles on, you've got no headroom. And this is typically the amount of headroom you've got, which is it doesn't. I don't have to duck my head, but it's only just that.
4.5 inches.
4.5 inches, right. And if you keep going, you can come round to this. Why, with a new wall, couldn't this have been out straight so that you've got a proper windowsill you can put things on?
I might get it. Oh, that's showing it.
Right, this is another shot because we really wanted to have, we'd have not normally wanted to have a windowsill on here. Again, we're getting back to this business of don't do anything with creative without me being here. And another thing I do remember saying is I don't want any holes in the pigonnier until I'm here. So we've got a hole here, and we've got another hole upstairs to the upstairs room. We haven't even got the bloody stairs in to get up there. All finished up here. The whole wall is too far in. We've lost about that much. And also the wall is built on these dreadful hollow bricks instead of off a proper concrete footing. Right, this wall really should have come out to this level here. So we've lost at least a foot. Should have been out level with the edge of the wall here. So we've lost all that much. Through it. The hole, I believe it's because of the positioning of the wall, I'm not sure, but the hole for the toilet is so far away from the wall. If you had a normal toilet where the exit comes out at the back, you'd have finished up with the toilet there, which is dominating the whole area. It's only by dint of the fact that I found a toilet with a bottom exit that it's put the toilet into about the right place. But because it's like this, it's this type of toilet, it's got to have the old-fashioned pipe up the wall to an old cistern up here. Not at all what one would have expected from a purpose-built building, which is what this is. It's all new. So already, as we've said before, the floor is too high. This should have been a step-down shower. So you'd step down into a shower tray. As it is, you're going to have to step up. And I know it's been changed, but the original ceiling level was at the bottom of these beams, which would have meant that anyone above 5 foot tall would not have been able to stand upright in the shower. Another thing here, we've got quite long oak boards which have been sawn off, I don't know why, but the way they've been sawn off is a bit casual. You've nipped the main load-bearing piece there, and a great deep cut in here. It's just damn carelessness. And why cut the boards all off like that? Why not move them a bit? And these boards we're standing on, which have made a really nice floor, were originally this long. Now, we're going to have to go out there with some sort of balcony in order to protect the rain that comes in, goes straight through the oak into the downstairs room. So we're going to need to add boards out there to make some sort of balcony. In the room above the upper room of the pigeonnier, which in general isn't bad, but the standard of the plastering I would have thought left a bit to be desired. On the other side, this big wall has been very well plastered. I don't really know the reason for that, but anyway, that's the way it is. It really is, again, this doing banging holes in things that I didn't say bang them in. This is the hole in the wall upstairs in the pigeonnier, and I'm not sure that it's in the right place. It should have been a bit further over in this direction so that we could have walked through the hole in the wall there, or through the door, onto the balcony of that room out there, and then into that room via the balcony. The other thing, of course, is we haven't got any stairs. I know you're probably going to say that you didn't have the stairs because I wasn't here to decide, but that was the same reason for so many others. Another consequence of not having the stairs is that we're going to have to cut out a load more of these boards that used to be very long, and they become short boards, which we needn't have used. As you know, we could have kept them as long boards to put elsewhere.
Do you want it on?
Yeah. And I've got to give the man this end the Order of Merit. At least he's got it almost level.